All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sani, and joining me today is the King of Stoke, the most popular man in Stoke by far, and maybe one day he'll be the most popular man in the whole world. Nathan Heaney, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, very good. Absolutely love the introduction, mate, as always.
I
But
think you
yeah,
deserve it.
it's good. It's going good at Stoke, and it is going good, mate.
Do you think you will ever be the most popular man in the world? Is that sort of like something you're aiming for at all?
No, I just want to keep it going, man. I want to be like one of the. I can't deny. I'd love to be one of the main faces of BT Sport, like in the future. But who knows? Got to keep winning, man. Got to keep winning and just keep doing what we're doing.
Got to keep
And
winning.
yeah,
You're well on your way, mate. You're well on your way. Congratulations. You've had your second daughter. How's all that going?
yeah, not too bad actually. But I'm actually in my bedroom. Well, I'm not. You know the man cave
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
had. That's turned into a second bedroom now because the first 2 weeks, mate, I couldn't hack it. Like literally, I'm sparring lads, and I was like half a second behind. And the only thing I can think of is I haven't been sleeping at all because of the little one. I mean, Louise has been doing all the night feeds, bless her, but I've been having disturbed sleep. So I was like, listen, I felt dead bad, but I had to move out here. Like, and he's been mince. He's been great. Like yeah, feeling good now though. But yeah, but it's been hard work, like, but we're getting a good balance now.
So you've moved into the man cave. Is that with Louise's full blessing? Like, is she
No,
okay
no,
with this?
she's not okay with that at all.
God.
She wants me being there. Like I don't know why. I just waking up to see my bloody face every day. But no, it's yeah, I don't know. We've never done anything like that before. We've always been together for like the 10 years that we've been together. So, but she understands. It's part of it. It's my career at the end of the day, and you can't. There's no excuses. Like there's no way they could say, "Oh, it's because you've had a little and you're lost." It just wouldn't be acceptable. So it just is what it is.
Yeah, I guess like presumably you're not allowed to go in there and just like play the PlayStation though. Like you have
Yeah,
to go in
yeah.
there for sleep, right?
I've tried a few occasional COD sessions, but it's been frowned upon to be fair. But yeah, I would say other than training, there's not been a lot of free time to be honest because I'm doing my best to help out where I can.
Good man. Well, look, that training is for Sladan Jananin, who you're fighting November 6th, IBO International Middleweight title. Is it all going well? I mean, I guess having a second daughter during training camp isn't ideal.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's going absolutely it's going great. Like I've had some great sparring partners in the lead up to this one so far. Like I sparred Lyndon North yesterday, who's massive. The week before that, I sparred Lennox Clark, who's like the current British and Commonwealth champion. He's another big boy. Like so, I've had two massive lads. I sparred Tyler Denny the week before that, who's an awkward southpaw and a strong southpaw. So I've had some really good rounds, and yeah, the man that you just mentioned there, Janani, however you pronounce his surname, I saw him put a little post out yesterday on his story. I didn't click it, but I
Ooh.
saw my notifications, and he said that he's going to retire me. So I thought, for his game, he's up for it. Like he's up for it. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Right, I did not know that. That's a lovely nugget of information. He's looking to retire the Hitman. I mean, I hope not, mate. If that is the case, we'll probably end up pulling you out of the fight because I mean that sounds a bit risky, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
he's getting a bit serious in this one, but no, it's good because it's good when you have like my last opponent wasn't the ideal one for me, but I had a tactics I had to go through. I had to break him down slowly when I saw the opportunity go for it because their heads are made like I mentioned after the fight. He had like a bloody coconut. I just hit him. He wasn't even budging, but I knew eventually I'd get him. But it was just one of them. He had to have the right tactics, but he wasn't throwing loads of shots back either. Whereas this guy, he's there to take my head off, and he's not 23 lads out of 30, so he certainly can bang. So it's definitely it adds a bit of. It's good having a bit of fear as well from both my perspective and the fact and my supporters as well. Like when they're watching it, it's good.
Yeah, so I mean, what do we know about? We know that he says he's going to retire you. We know that he's knocked out 23 of 30. He's taken Martin Murray the distance. He's coming to take your head off, and you've got the fear factor, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. In the sense, of, like, I treat every single opponent the same. To be fair, like everyone, yeah, you have to imagine every single one's a major title fight. But this one is obviously the IBA International, so it is for a good title as well. So
Mm.
it adds all the elements there. But yeah, the fears there and the respect, not fear, the fears are wrong with, but the respect's there in terms of doing everything I can to make sure I'm ready on the night.
How are your fans reacting to this? I'm sure they're going to be there in their droves, regardless of who you fight, right? But how have they reacted to this opponent and this danger?
Well, the loving it was very frustrating in the last fight because everyone kept messaging me, who are you fighting? And I couldn't answer them because I genuinely didn't know, because we had like last minute replacements and fights, certain names weren't coming through. So I genuinely couldn't answer them. So it's been nice this time to say, right, this is the geezer that I'm fighting. And someone replied, is that the one that went distance with Martin Murray? I was like, that's the one, mate. So they know he's a durable, tough lad, and he can punch as well. So we just got to see what happens. But it certainly helps because I want to bring stuff back to my city. And like, I've won the IBO Continental before. It's super middleweight, but this one's at my weight at middleweight, and it's the international title, so it's another step up. So it'd be good to get another IBO title to bring back.
How are we looking ticket wise? Have you done the whole Birmingham Arena yourself?
Yeah. He's gone at me. Considering I boxed, it was like 6-7 weeks ago. I boxed at Birmingham Arena. Already, over 1,500 people have bought tickets. It's just phenomenal. Like, it's just incredible because, yeah, they're just very loyal, very, very loyal, and they're going to take the place over again. I think I've got 30 tickets left of the allocation that I had asked for, and I think I'm going to stick to that, to be honest, because I think I could do more, but I don't really need to. I think people have got a good grasp of this fight, and everyone that wants to be there is going to be there.
So you're still at the point where you are dealing with this yourself. It's still, because I've been there. I've been in your kitchen. I've seen you on your laptop going through it, meticulously copying it over from that. When is that going to stop? Have you got like a number in your head as to, okay, when I start doing 3,000 tickets, I can't do this anymore?
I don't know. I'm a grafter, so like, I can never. I don't know. The only one I'd say I can do it is if we ever went to the grounds. You know what I mean? Like, and you got a lot of people. But honestly, I can't put a limit on the number I do, because I just think even if there was like 5,000-6,000, I still feel like I'd do the exact same thing, because I'm a grafter like that. So I can't. I won't put a cap on it because I genuinely don't know. I don't know.
You enjoy doing it?
I do, yeah, I do, because it's weird. Like, last time I was there, you didn't obviously see it because you were in America with Tommy Fury and stuff. But you just when you take a step back and you think, I sorted every single person that's in that crowd, and there was a lot of people there. I sorted every single one of them out, and it's just, and I do enjoy it, yeah, because I get to chat to every single one of them. Yes, does it take a lot of time? It certainly does, but it's certainly worth it as well. Because, yeah, I've got like a solid connection with them.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That was always the thing with Ricky Hatton, who's obviously a big ticket seller. People used to say, you can't meet a fan who hasn't had a pint with Ricky Hatton, and it feels like the same sort of thing's happening with Nathan Heaney. Well, maybe a water rather than a.
Yeah. I don't drink as much Ricky, but I can still down a pint pretty quickly, to be fair. But yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a weird one. It is very weird because. Well, Hatton's one of my bloody idols, you know what I mean? Like, someone sent me a video through the other day of him wishing me well and saying I'm doing brilliant and stuff, which was amazing. So he's a top bloke, and yeah, it is good. And it's just, and it's worth it as well. Because everyone always messages me, oh, you need to get someone else for this for you. I just don't, because I just enjoy doing it. Yes, like I say, it is a lot of time, but when I walk out to the line and stuff, and it's worth it.
It's worth it. Look, tell me about this Lyndon Arthur sparring. That picture went out across social media yesterday. Looked like you'd had a good spar, right?
Yeah, it was really good. I was very happy with how it went. Lyndon was very good. Like, obviously, his trademark jab was getting worked. As absolutely bloody hell, like, he kept pumping out, and when he's got superb rhythm, he's very, very hard to get to. But for me, it's one of them. Like, you're going up to Manchester. It's like Pat Barrett's gym. It's a proper boxing gym. You know what I mean? Proper lads in there, and you walk and you're thinking, bloody hell. Like, you can get intimidated before you've even put your gloves on. Do you know what I mean? But Zalfa Barrett was in there, lovely lad. Come straight up, said hello, and then I saw Lyndon. He's just massive. He's just like, if you look at the picture, I don't look that much smaller, but in person, he's huge. And I just thought to myself, this could go one or two ways here. I either do well, or he's going to absolutely batter me. But it went. I was very happy with it. I gave him some good rounds. He gave me some good rounds. So it was a very positive spot.
He's class. He's one of the best fighters that we've got in this country, I think. Do you feel it's one of those that's brought you on a little bit and even raised your confidence heading into the rest of your career?
Massively, mate, massively, because like if you're working well with someone like that, who and I also rate him as one of the best. I put on my post like one of the best light heavyweights in the game. Like me, I was basically meaning in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was great for me.
How do you see his rematch with Anthony Yarde going December 4th?
Probably it depends what kind of strategy Yard goes with in terms of what kind of pressure they put on, if the work rate increases. But both are very, very, very good fighters, aren't they? So I can't really say how it's going to go. But I just think the more pressure that comes on, I think Lyndon's just going to pump work harder himself. It's going to be it's going to be a tough fight for both of them. I think they're both going to raise the game, but it's just going to be a battle of the jazz. But it just depends on the tactics that he used.
Well, let's say the tactic is because it sounds like Anthony Yarde, in the 12th round of the last fight, that's when he turned it on. So say he turns it on earlier, does that mean he's got a better chance of beating Lyndon, or will Lyndon just raise his game?
It could do, but on the same time, if he opened up a bit sooner, well, they might gas out a bit sooner as well, and then that just plays into Lyndon Arthur's game of staying long, picking with his jabs, hitting with strong backhands. So it's a weird one. You can work harder earlier on, but if you don't get him out there or you haven't totally taken control, but he probably needs to make sure he gets the respect for Lyndon straight away. But it's one of them. That's why it's very hard to bet on boxing because there's too many variables. But it's a great fight either way.
So you've got the target on your back, right? We've seen it at like almost every middleweight in the UK boxing at a certain level. They want a bit of Nathan Heaney because you got all the fans, you got the hype, you got the platform, and the latest one is Love Island's Idris Virgo, and it sounds like you're entertaining it. Talk to me.
Yeah, well, to be fair, when I just looked I went to click your link, when I went to click your link. Mm-hmm. To see for this chat, it says Idris Virgo sent you a message. I haven't even read it yet, so I'll see what that's about.
Oh, come on, give us an exclusive. What's he saying? Has he slid into the DMs?
Yeah, what is it here? I don't like even clicking on stuff, to be fair.
Yeah, come on, we've got to have a look. We've got to have a look. We've got to see what Idris is saying.
We should put a story. He's mentioned Frank Warren, me, and he's put a picture of him and me. You can't really see that way there. That's it. Yeah, so there's a picture of him. In his pants and me in my pants. Right. And he's just got us side by side, and just like he's obviously keen, isn't he? But on the flip side, he's just one of them. And if he doesn't ask for stupid amounts of money and just completely, so I don't want him to use me now to gain more followers or gain more hype, just for him to in the end ask for way too much money that he's never going to get in a million years. And then the fight never happens. That's what I don't want to happen. So if he genuinely wants to fight, I think it'd be a great fighter. I think he'd be really good. And obviously he's keen on it. So let's just see what happens.
It looks like he is keen on it. And yes, the sliding into the DMs with a little story mention, that's positive. I mean, he come to the attention of boxing fans when he boxed a journeyman, and they had a press conference. I don't know why they had a press conference for him boxing a journeyman, but he threw water in his face. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I certainly do. Yeah, mate, he was all over the place, wasn't he? And maybe that was his intention, but by doing that, it just creates a bit of animosity between the boxing public, in terms of the people don't really like seeing that kind of stuff. So obviously that wouldn't happen in my press conferences with us.
That's what I was going to ask you. Say you did ever, there's a fight between you and Idris Virgo. You sat down. There's a moderator in the middle. There's a glass of water there, and he goes, "All right, Nath."
Yeah.
What happens next?
This is nothing personal to him, but I already told a lot of people if it was me, that journeyman, the table would have gone in the person's face. So and that's the be all and end all of it, really. Like it's okay being nice, but no one should take the mick out or something like that. But again, that's not me. It's like in terms of that, I'm not his opponent. Yeah, nothing's been sorted, and as I say, it'd be great if it does happen because I think it'd be a great fight. That so we just got to see what happens. If Mick Hennessy wants him to fight, obviously you guys would be keen for it and stuff. We'll just see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But first things first, it's Sladan Jananin, November 6th. What is your prediction for this fight? Presumably you think you're going to win, but tell us a little bit more. Come on.
That prediction is pain. Sorry, it's just a Rocky reference. I watched it the other night. No, I don't know. I've got to see that first round. I'll just come out. Is he going to come straight at me? Is he going to go on the back foot? I genuinely can't say. All I can say is I'm just going to work behind what Steve tells me to do. Throw the shots well, and if I see the opportunity, take it, and just put a good show on for people.
Well, look, everything you're doing so far is working. Final word to the Stokies and everyone.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much as always, guys. Like we're in Birmingham. We're an hour away from Stoke. Like it's not like we're in a hometown. We're away in the traveling in nearly 2,000. Well, it's 1,500, but there'll probably be 1,600, 1,700 on the night, and it's just amazing. So thank you as always, guys. I'll do my best to bring a title back to Stoke, and yeah, and we'll have a great night and a good little party after if it all goes well. I've got to stay switched on.
Touchwood. Nathan, pleasure speaking to you. Enjoy the man cave. Enjoy not looking after your child. I jest. Great speaking to you, and yeah, catch up with you soon, mate.
Cheers, Dad. Thank you very much.